we were going to say goodnight, but we've been joined by Mason Mount, so we're going to stay on a little bit longer. Mason, many congratulations. The semi-final of the Champions League. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, don't get better than that. Today, the most important thing was getting through. We could have done better on the day, we could have played better, but performance was probably at the back of our heads, and getting through to the semi-final of the Champions League was at the forefront, and we did that tonight.
Was it a little bit frustrating, I know, playing as a forward, playing a game like that, where you know that defensively you've got to be sound, so you probably can't take too many chances?
Yeah, we had a few, I had a couple. But yeah, as I said before, the most important thing was defending, staying strong. We all know that as a team, and us three up top, me, Kai and Christian, we knew we had to work our socks off the whole game, keep going. We knew what the final result was if we won, so we kept doing that throughout, and obviously we made some subs, and the boys on the bench come on and did that also, and we was together as a team tonight.
Mason, Joe Cole here, well done, mate. Chelsea's first semi-final for 7 years is a hell of an achievement. Looking now, you've got the FA Cup at the weekend. You've got a battle to get into the... As a spirit in the dressing room at the moment, you look together.
Yeah, Coley, we're buzzing. We're in a good position at the moment. We know we're playing well. But the focus going into every single game is 100%. We know we have big games coming up, especially obviously the next game, semi-final, FA Cup, Man City. It's another big game, and we're going into each game with the confidence we're going to win, and we need to continue doing that. Obviously in the league as well, we want to finish in top 4. So yeah, we got a big finish to the end of the season.
Hi Mason, it's Rio here. Congratulations firstly. It's never easy having a new manager come in to take over the team halfway through a season. But what type of impact has he had? We know on the team what he's done, but with you personally, what type of impact has he had on you and your game?
Yes, Rio. He's had a big impact, and as you said, it's difficult to come in midway through a season, but the impact he's had a big one on all the players, and we knew from day one what he wanted, and we've all implemented it in the game, and been working hard in training, and you show on game day we've looking solid as a team, and we've been performing at a high level. So yeah, hopefully that continues, and as I said before, we've got massive games coming up, so we need to continue that and keep playing at a high level.
So who do you want in the semi-final then, Mason?
Look, we'll take anyone.
Don't swerve it. Come on, who would you prefer?
We're ready for the fight. We're ready for the battle now. We get to sit down and watch it and really analyse it, and the best team will go through, so we'll be ready for anyone. Well, we wish you well, whoever it's against, and good luck for the rest of the season. Thanks for joining us, Mason. Appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah.
Yep, he answers well, he speaks well, to be fair to him.
He does. Yeah.
He breaks the game down quickly after a game, which isn't easy. But yeah, I think he was bang on the money there. He wanted his team to be workmanlike, make sure they go out there and work. I think that's one of the things he wants to instill in his team, is that before anything, you're going to work hard. You're going to roll his teams up.
Isn't that a prerequisite, really?
It is, but
it should be.
But not every manager gets out of their team, and you like to, I think, as managers, is the team to reflect you as a person and your personality and what the characteristics that you want to see in your team. And at the moment, they seem to be doing that.
Yeah. Well, it's clearly working. He's only lost one game. Well, I mean, they lost that game, but sort of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's right. He reads the game so well. So often we have managers straight after the game, and they talk, and you think, we've been watching the same game that he's seen. So he was right. This was just a tick in the box game. Get it done, get it over. The tie was won in the first leg. Chelsea should have been home and dry, actually. He's come here. I think now his mind's already thinking about the weekend and Man City. I think he's just wanted to get that done. I still believe that Real Madrid is the better option in the semi-final than Liverpool. You don't want to play. I hated playing English teams in Europe.
Yeah, it's interesting that.
Yeah.
Were you the same, Rio, with English?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying that before.
We played against, obviously, Joe's Chelsea team, and the pressure is just different. It's amped up. You're playing against people you know.
Does losing feel worse?
Yeah, because it's in your country. When you lose to, like, we lost to Barcelona, and you go away, you're reminding yourself of it. The media aren't, and your fans and the local people in the streets aren't. When you lose to an English team, anywhere you walk in England, anywhere you go on TV, it's there, and it's going to be there in your face year in, year out. For 30 years down the line, you'll keep seeing it. So, and like you said, I agree with him. When you play against a European team from somewhere else, it feels like a European tie. It's more like it takes you back to
if they get to the final, if Chelsea do get to the final, Tuchel will be the first manager in Champions League history to take two teams in consecutive seasons to the final with different sides.
Well, if he gets to the final, every Chelsea fan will want a different result this year. If he does get there, I do believe they've got a great chance. I really do. I think deep down, if he was pushed, I think he'd want Real Madrid. I think Rio's what the boys are saying, playing in a team in his own country.
He could even end up in the final against PSG's old club.
Exactly. I mean, there's all these permutations that get thrown up with Champions League. But I think they've got a sign. That's the life of a manager. He's now thinking of the semi-finalists who he's going to be playing against. He's working already on that. Then he's going to think and turn his mind to the FA Cup. You don't really get a chance to celebrate that much. It's the next one's coming around the corner way before any of the players are thinking about it, and that's the life of a manager.
We're about out of time. Actually, we've got a minute. We've got a little bit longer now. Glenn, it wasn't an attacking performance from Chelsea today, but they all worked their socks off, including Mason Mount.
And he'll learn about that game. From that game, it's great when you're playing in that little number 10 role and he's making them runs and he's scoring goals. He's in the game all the time. He'll go home and he'll think about that game because he'll think, I've learned a lot today. I've played a little bit more discipline for the team, but that Tuchel's shape suits him down to the ground. He hasn't changed that shape. He's kept the back three, wing backs and those little inside. Some managers have changed and they go back into a 4-3-3 maybe or whatever. It suited him down to the ground and he looks very much at home as a footballer in a Chelsea shirt. Yeah.
Happy days at the moment for Chelsea. It's been an up and down sort of season. They had a really great start, and then the dip, and then obviously Frank went, and now Tuchel's come in, and all's well again.
It's all
football.
Listen, it's normal at Chelsea, up and down, and but the one thing that stays the same now, but certainly the last 15 years since Roman coming is you have to win games of football. And Glenn's right. I've played games like Mason played tonight where you're not feeling engaged in the game. You're not getting on the ball, but especially away from Europe, you do your job, you dig in. And sometimes it's so satisfying when you get back in the dress. I've had games where I hardly touched the ball, but you sort of, you've done a job for the team and you've got dug out a really important win and you can just be satisfied with it. So it's another step in his development tonight.
It certainly is. We are now out of time. Glenn, thank you very much. Joe, Rio as well. We'll be at Anfield tomorrow. See if Liverpool can join Chelsea in the semi-finals. Join us then. Bye-bye. Well, it's not been the most entertaining of first halves, but Chelsea won't mind.
No, they won't. I think they'll be happy of the two teams. They've been professional, they've been solid, they haven't been expansive and gone gung-ho. And they've really just managed the game for themselves. They know they're ahead, 2 goals ahead, haven't got to risk anything, and that's the way the game's played out in the first half.
Your man Corona, you picked out before the game, he's had a couple of opportunities.
He's had a couple of opportunities. I mean, he got into the right positions, and he Porto were trying to press the game.
Bit of a mess there from Mendy.
Mess from Mendy, got it all wrong. But I feel that's their best chance in that little slot. There's a terrible pass out from Mendy.
Backheeled it out. What's that?
Backheeled it, isn't he?
He's got his ankle.
But this is a lovely touch here when he just leans onto him. He's a busy player. He just needs to look that run in there. That's where they're going to get into Chelsea. That side of Rudiger, that side of Chilwell, they get a little bit of joy, but there's not much in it, Gary. It's a bitty game. Tuchel will be happy. The Chelsea just seeing it out.
Tactically, it's sort of what you've expected, wasn't it, Glenn?
Yeah. He's picked a team to play exactly like that game that suits them the way that it is. It's up to Porto now. They've got to come up with the questions. No doubt about it. They've got to go a little bit more. They'll put Tarami on at some stage. They'll go for it. It'll open up, and I think we'll see a Chelsea scoring. They don't need to do anything. It just suits them. The stop-start game, they just have to play within and get over the line.